Mashers! Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Mash. Today we are diving into the dark, twisted, and absolutely blood-soaked world of Leyna Chloise and her book Love Marked in Blood. It's got survival games, trauma, secrets, and the kind of haunting connection that refuses to. So we're looking at like dark obsession meets second chance chaos, and we are both so here for it. Leyna, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you take a second and introduce yourself and your work, and then we'll ask you some fun questions?
Hi, yeah. So I'm Leyna. Actually, recently just got into writing. Well, not really. I guess whenever I was in elementary school, I used to write and I won Young Author Award.
Oh,
But I gave up on that dream growing up because, job security, you
right.
gotta work for the money.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I have always been a book lover. I've been reading tons and tons of books, and something just wasn't scratching that itch that I had. And I was like, there's something out there that I have not heard of or read about that I just really want to just do. And I had a coworker, she was like, why don't you write a book? And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, write a book. And I was like, what? I don't know if I can. And unfortunately, at the time, my husband wasn't very supportive. He was like, oh, that's stupid. You need to do
Yeah.
something that's useful and all that. Well, I took that determination and I wrote this book very fast. It just
Had a
came to
babe.
me. It came to me. It just flew out like nothing. And I had that coworker as my guinea pig to help me find plot twists or plot holes
Oh,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. And she really helped me figure out like how to write and everything. And now I don't really want to stop.
That's
So
awesome.
It's always one thing, like, when a man tells you, "No, you can't do that," like, that's a
the
stupid idea, and you're like, "Well, watch
determination.
me go."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote it super fast and he was shocked. Now
Well,
that I
I'm
wrote
proud
it
of
and I
you.
got all the feedback that I got from the coworkers that had them read, he was like, I'm married to an author once I hit
Oh,
publish.
You're like, "No, that's the only time that we're not married is when we're
I was like,
talking
no,
about
no,
the book
no,
that I
no,
wrote."
no. You can't be supportive now.
right?
My gosh. Oh, Leah, we are so excited to have you. Before we jump into all the dark and delicious details, we all know Ashley, me, myself, and I is a huge dark romance fan, so I'm here for the story. Can you give us a quick sneak peek into who you are? How did you become the storyteller behind the haunting love stories?
Well, I am in the real world. I'm a medical professional, so I see the dark of the dark and like the people's hardest days.
Yeah.
And I really want to encapsulate that with like trauma and everything inside the book. So that's what I did. And I just took what I feel on the inside and just kind of threw it on paper.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, for sure.
I love a
Because
little
I am a
dark and
dark
twisted.
girly through and through. Like, emo is not just a phase, mom.
Sorry, Mom. Oh gosh. Okay, let's dive into Love Marked in Blood. So we have survival games, there's captivity trauma, the 6-year separation. How did this idea first creep into your mind? Was there one specific scene that sparked everything for you?
I kind of so with that itch that I wanted to scratch, I've never really read a book where people were held captive and made to do things, and then the two are paired together as the survivalists and they end up falling in
Yeah.
love in the whole process of this. I've never heard of that, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I was always into horror films growing up, so I just
Mhm.
kind of took what I've seen, what I've, read and everything, and I went for it.
Nice.
Are we best friends? Are we the same person?
I don't know, maybe.
We could be best friends.
There you
Absolutely. Let's
go.
do it.
Did you see my shirt?
Ooh,
It's
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers reading
Yes.
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, heck yeah.
I just got it, sorry.
Hey,
I
it's
just
Had
got
to
it.
fine.
show it off.
Tis the season.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So Wyatt and Ainsley's connection feels like it's written in blood, literally and emotionally. What was the hardest part about writing such an intense, traumatized relationship, but still keeping that romantic thread alive?
Well, I think whenever someone is going through something as bad as they are, and they have someone there that is able to connect with how they're feeling and everything, I feel like that really helps in situations, even in real life, like whenever you're going through the same thing as someone else. It's really nice to have that connection. So I feel like having two people in the same situation and one being stronger than the other to help get them through really just signifies how important it is to have a good relationship with that person.
I agree. Yeah. I'm so
I agree too.
intrigued.
And I know you
Oh.
guys probably haven't read it yet, so that's why I'm trying to be very careful with my words.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you know what happens with me when
Yeah.
dark romance books come across our podcast? I buy them before we're done with the podcast.
Yes, she's got a good
That would be
habit of
great.
doing that.
I do.
I actually really enjoy talking to the authors. I mean, it's fun both ways, but I think getting to know you all before we read the book makes the
Mhm.
experience of reading the book that more personal. So I know you're trying to keep it spoiler free and stuff, which we appreciate, obviously, and we want everyone to be like on their edge of their seats because they want to read your book. But I'm just saying, like, when we get to it, I think it's going to be good.
Chef's kiss.
Yes.
I haven't had any complaints yet, and the one bad review I do have on Amazon, I think, was a TikTok troll that I kind of upset. So
Rude people.
I just saw the review things really bug me. Number one, I was an Amazon influencer, is that what they're called? Where they like send you stuff all the time
Yeah.
and like you go on and review it and they just send it for free. So, and like the whole point of them sending it to you is not for an honest review, it's for a 5-star review.
Right. They want
Like
sales.
they're like, we'll send you this as long as you get a 5-star review. So I was watching, or I was looking at a service place in our town, and this lady went on there and was like, I texted this girl 15 times, yada, 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 never responded back. And the girl's like, I looked in my books and your name has never been across my books. So, like, that's why I hate reviews. And most of the time, I don't take the reviews into consideration because, number one, I'm my own person and I might love a book that Miranda's going to hate.
Yeah,
Happens all the
it
time.
does.
yeah, it was like the most generic review too. It was like it lacked substance, and
Boy.
I'm like, did you even read it?
Right.
Because this book
Yeah.
has plenty of substance.
And you're one of how many people that just said that? So kick rocks.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And I looked at their profile, and there was like nothing that they've ever
course.
like reviewed or anything.
Of course.
People suck.
They're, yeah,
I made a funny video on it for my new work in progress. So
Oh.
it's on my
I'll
TikTok.
go look.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about it.
Yeah.
They are now a new character that's going to be deleted.
I love it. Amazing.
Like, you wanted attention? Here you
Here's
go.
the attention.
Here's your content that you wanted in this book.
There's gonna be plenty of substance on the page for
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Man, can we be besties?
That's
Because I feel
amazing.
like I need you in my life. I'm just
That's
saying.
so funny. Okay, let's talk about Wyatt for a second. So we've got 6 years later. He's not the same man that she knew. How did you approach the transformation while keeping him human and not just dark for the sake of being dark?
Whenever it's his point, because it's dual point of view and flashback in each chapter, so you get both views plus the flashback, and you even get some flashbacks in just his point of view. So it really just flows. But in order to keep him human and everything on his point of view, it really internalizes what he's feeling and how he sees Ainsley and how he wants to help her in every situation, even if it means taking the worst punishment imaginable to help her get through what they're both going through.
Oh, sounds like a good one.
Good thing my computer's over there right now. And what are we, like 4 questions in? I'd have it, but I love it. My
I will
anniversary.
say I created an MMC that I'm pretty obsessed with him, and I'm like, oh, I created him.
Yeah.
I love a good MMC.
Mm-hmm.
He's dark but soft just for her. Protect her at all costs. Touch her and you die.
Sold.
Oh,
I'd
and
have a person
tattoos.
in the car,
Lots of
I'd throw it at
tattoos.
you. Huh?
Lots of tattoos.
Actually,
I'll be over here doing Miranda, you can finish the interview.
whatever. Jump back in.
I gotta go buy a book. Was there a scene you had to walk away from because it got like too real too fast? And we do know that dark romance authors go through like emotional whiplash. And we were wondering if you had any scene that did that for you.
So there was one scene I didn't have to like necessarily walk away from, but I definitely had to take a breather for a second at the keyboard. Now, I will say I don't go into detail with the sexual assault in this scene, but to know that's where it's headed and just the absolute agony of what Ainsley's feeling in that moment
Yeah.
just really, cuts through you.
I can imagine that would be so difficult.
I know.
And that's why I know that I couldn't have gone into detail because first off, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not my forte. But to insinuate and to go into every other detail other than the detail of that,
Mhm.
I think it still has the same effect.
Yeah.
So
For sure. Man, I can't imagine the breather you'd need to take after putting that onto paper. That would be so hard. One thing that we love about dark romance is that it forces readers to sit with the uncomfortable, but also find beauty in it. So, what do you hope readers take away from Love Marked in Blood once they reach the final page?
as someone who grew up in probably not a very great and pretty crappy situation, you can come up from the bottom. You truly can. It may take a lot and it may hurt like hell to get there, but you fight and you grab onto those who are willing to, go through it with you and just connect with you. It will really bring you out. And so I feel like that's kind of what Ainsley and Wyatt really do in this book. And they take their scars and they just really mend together.
I got goosebumps
I
already.
know. I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Man, you got a soul. Easy. I mean, it doesn't take much. We are like an indie author lovers.
Yeah.
And I
People
know
love
not
those.
everybody's into dark romance and everything, and I get that. But I feel like this is a different type of dark romance that people just
Yeah.
really need to give it a chance.
Yeah.
And I
It
think
seems
that's
like
the
it is.
hardest part of my marketing is people are like, "Oh, dark romance, they're
Right.
kidnapped. Oh, they go through these weird games." That's I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's do it, guys.
I know.
Dip your
Just
foot.
do it.
I'd say dip your whole dip.
Right. Jump in.
Head
It's fun
first.
down here.
It's fun
It's
down
fun.
here.
I'll hold your hair.
Gosh.
I could.
Such a dork boy.
If Love Marked in Blood had a soundtrack, what would the top 3 songs on the playlist be?
Oh, that's a good one. So I definitely listen to more like metal, dark music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely have to say The Death of a Peace of Mind by Bad Omens.
Yes. I love that song.
Iggy Graves, Straight Jacket and Roses.
Okay.
And probably because I put it on repeat whenever I was finishing all the editing, Emergence by Sleep Token.
Mm.
A good top 3.
Yeah.
So it really just put me in my mojo whenever I was editing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I like about Death of Peace of Mind is like it's got the hard rock, but it's also got like the slow seductive
Melody and like the harmonization
Right.
of his beautiful voice.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I love that
That's what I
song.
was thinking about with Sleep Token. Like anything Sleep Token, it has the hard rock, but it also has like the softer kind of, yeah, like the harmony, like you were saying. Yeah, top tier.
Good choices.
I
Good
like it.
choices.
Let's get into the creative process. Are you a plot every scene type or a chaotic, write what feels right kind of author?
So they call them plotter or pantsers.
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely a pantser. I kind of just let it play through my head and kind of let it take its course.
I can see that.
I just let the chaos just hit me, and then if I came up with something crazy, I'd be like, okay, well now I gotta backtrack.
We're still going down this road together. So I remember like when we were in high school and we had to write like the huge long essays, but you had to submit like your outline before you did it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
hated that.
never wanted to follow the outline. I just wanted to sit down and type.
Yeah, it was the same
Yep.
way. Yeah.
I'm not a good plotter, and I'm
No.
working on this work in progress, and I'm like, I tried plotting, and I was like, yeah, no, it's not going the way I want it to, so.
Not playing that game. No, I could never. Well, number one, because it's me and I don't do good with like standards and like I have to do this. If you know me, you know. Like I'm going to do what I want to do. So if you give me like an outline and say I have to follow it, I'll be like, I did the Ross thing in case you guys weren't confused. Because that's who I am.
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you to keep it. I know. So when you're writing something so intense, do you balance it out with like cozy reads or do you just like live fully in the darkness until it's done?
So I'm all over the place with my reading, to be honest.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually in the process of reading Throne of Glass series. I'm also reading the Devil's Night series,
Oh, yep. I love that.
and obviously I'm writing a dark romance. So I don't know. I haven't read a cozy romance in I don't know how long. So I don't know. Maybe I need some
I'm
help.
reading one right now.
Maybe you're just okay
But I
with
feel
being on the
like,
dark side.
yeah,
Maybe. And it's
the
also
dark side is
spooky
good.
season, so
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've also
Miranda
never
and I are
been big
reading.
on those Hallmark movies either. So I don't
No.
know.
I'm
Maybe
not
that's the
either.
thing.
I have like a whole book, like this whole bookshelf behind me is all like romance. But if you notice, like it's a whole bookshelf because I never read it because I don't keep my books unless they're indie books. So like this whole shelf never gets really touched. But like my dark romance shelf is like literally one shelf because that's like all I read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of my books are like on the black side, so
Yeah.
it's all mostly
It
dark.
has that dark aesthetic going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Telling
there are
you, dark
definitely some fantasy series like ACOTAR and the Fourth Wing series.
Mm-hmm.
Throne of Glass.
I'm on book 6.
Oh, wow.
I read Assassin's Blade first,
Yeah, so
and
did
now I
I.
don't want to touch Throne of Glass.
I feel that. I feel that.
But I have the whole set. But once
Same.
again, I don't keep my stuff. So like it's just sitting there.
I think I'm
I get
hesitant
that.
for Throne of Glass just because it took me so long to get into ACOTAR. Like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, read ACOTAR, read ACOTAR. And Ashley finally, like, she bought it for me on Kindle and sent it to me. So I read the first
I
one and I'm like, I can't do it. And she's like, you
I
gotta get into the
swallowed
second one.
ACOTAR. I even have an ACOTAR tattoo. My baby
Do
shower
you?
was ACOTAR themed.
Gosh.
I mean, I do like it. I didn't enjoy the first book. I had to get into the second one before I truly
No.
started to
It's
enjoy
always
it.
the first book. The first book.
If you liked the first book, there's something wrong with you. That's my theory.
That's my theory.
Fair enough.
Second and third book, yes. I did not read the last one.
I would sell my soul to read book 2 again for the
Book
first
two
time.
Oh,
was
yeah.
really
100%.
good.
100%. 100%. I love it. Sorry, that's my turn. Nope, it's Miranda's turn. I win
It is
again.
my turn, but I wasn't ready to ask the question yet. So chill.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because,
Gosh.
anyways, sorry, we're dorks. If your characters,
It's totally fine.
if your characters could escape your book and join the real world for one day, what do you think they would do first? And would they survive Target?
Would they survive Target? I feel like Wyatt might be questionable just because he's a man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ainsley could survive Target pretty well. She loves her coffee, so
Oh, there you go.
she would definitely hit up that
Kind of girl.
Starbucks and yeah,
Who could say no to Starbucks and shopping?
right.
The
Miranda.
kids over here.
Miranda's not a coffee
I don't
girl.
like coffee, and I feel like Starbucks
I'm
is
obsessed
overrated.
with coffee.
Me
I like
though.
coffee. Yes.
I actually just did the fall in love trend on TikTok with coffee this morning.
Did you? I'll have to go look. I'm gonna go stalk your
I know we're
TikTok
like
now.
gonna just flip through TikTok forever.
Yeah. So if you get a whole bunch of likes, just know that we're not like creepy stalkers. That
Totally
we just
fine.
want to be your bestie.
I love when I get spammed.
Yeah,
We do too.
it's fun.
We do
Yeah,
too. It's like, hey, they watched us this long today.
right.
Like, wow, they went scrolling.
Yeah. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
We only have, I don't even know, 500 videos or something stupid on there.
Right.
I don't even use that much, but. All right, Leyna, time for our favorite time. Miranda still needs a lightning round button. If you guys are watching this or listening to this, we need to know how we should bring in the lightning round, a button or sound. So give us some hints.
Yeah.
So the first answer that pops into your head, just quick and snappy.
Oh,
Villain
gosh.
or morally gray hero?
Morally gray hero.
Right to silence or right to music?
Right to silence.
Ooh. Favorite writing snack?
Chips.
What
Mhm.
kind of
Keep
tips
telling you.
though?
It depends on my mood.
Okay, a mood chipper.
Yeah.
Not a mood reader, a mood chipper.
Because you know you got those variety boxes.
That's true. That's
Mhm.
true. Yeah.
We live off one too.
Coffee, tea, or something stronger.
coffee.
If Love Marked in Blood got a film adaptation, and I said that weird, who would your dream casting for Wyatt and Ainsley be?
See, I always constantly want to say Jensen Ackles, but Jensen would be a perfect Russ, in my opinion.
Mm.
So
Well,
there's that. I haven't quite found a male character that fits Wyatt, but for a female, I really would like, what is her name? Phoebe, I think her name is.
Phoebe Tonkin
Miranda.
from the
Yes.
originals.
Yes.
Miranda knows everybody.
I don't know.
Miranda will put pictures on here so you guys can see too.
Yeah.
She's good at that. The most used emoji while writing this book.
Definitely black heart and roses. The dying rose.
I like that. Yeah.
Yes.
One word that sums up love marked in blood.
Soul crushing. I know that's 2 words, but
We'll hyphenate it. We'll call it good. It's fine.
Yeah. Miranda was an English teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got this.
We can pretend. It's a compound word, okay, guys?
Even if it wasn't, it is now.
Yes. I've dubbed it a compound word for now and forevermore.
Leyna, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was incredible. Before we leave, can you tell everybody where they can find you and your work?
yeah, so my book is on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. I will say Amazon has been torturous and it's kind of complicated to find if you just search up the title because then you have to like go under categories for filters
Of
and hit
course.
all.
Oh.
But I do have a link in my bio, so
There you go.
directly to it. And you can easily find it on Kindle Unlimited. You just type in Love Marked in Blood and it pops up.
Sweet.
See, I'm extra and have to have a physical.
Hey, and you got choices. You got two cover choices.
Ooh.
The paperback and the hardcover are totally different.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I need both.
Now I need both because they both need to go on my shelf.
Yeah.
Ashley, why did you get both copies of this book? And I'm like, because I love her. Mashers, you can go grab your copy on Amazon right now, or like she said, go to the link in her bio. We will tag her profiles below so you guys can easily go find it. As always, don't forget to follow the Book Mash on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of the places. Until next time with another author, another story, and maybe a little more emotional damage. Bye, Mashers.